Hey everybody, Spencer from Geek of Spades here with yet another Warzone Resurrection unboxing. This time we're taking a look at the Bauhaus Close Combat Experts, the Etolis Mortants. And if I'm mispronouncing that, somebody can correct me. It's the internet. You're bound to do it. So you get 5 models per a box, and you get them in 2 sprues. So let's take a look at what you get. So first up, let's look at this sprue here. This has all 5 sets of legs that come on it, as well as all 5 of the heads, and the head sculpts are really nice. They manage to look tough and yet feminine at the same time, which is pretty cool. And also there's one with cornrows, which is awesome. And also on this one, you get their only special weapon, the Gehenna Puker. It's a really cool classic design from Warzone, and it's basically just a flamethrower, but you get both the hand holding it and the arm with the over handle, I guess is the technical term. And it just came out looking really cool. It evokes that classic feel while still looking up to date and modern. The legs are really well designed. They look pretty awesome. Lots of detail. I like that there's a lot of walking poses in this kit. And then, of course, you have all this detail on the pants there. You got all the pockets and pouches and stuff like that. So this here is just a huge success. And moving on to the second sprue you get in the kit, this is bodies and arms. You get all 5 bodies and all the different sets of arms on here. The bodies are okay. I mean, they're nicely made. It's just the design lacks a lot of detail. There's nothing really fancy about them, but I guess that's kind of their thing. Still, I mean, they're good sculpts, and they're very clean and crisp. I just wish there was something a little extra, just give them a little pop, you know? And then we move on to the arms, and the arms are easily my biggest complaint about this kit. Not only because of all this flashing in here, which is not really a major downside, it's just annoying, but you'll notice most of these arms don't have hands on them, or that this one has no sword blade. And that is because these are super thin and super frail. And in the transit from the UK to me, in just a bag with no like foam padding or anything, these rattled around and a lot of them broke. It's kind of the nature of resin. It's not the strongest thing in the world, especially on a connection that insanely thin, but it's still a little disappointing that I have to sit here and glue hands back on constantly. And I'm actually kind of dreading building the rest of this kit because of that. One more thing to watch out for, I mentioned in the Hussar review, because of the way this is injected into here, it actually goes in underneath the shoulder pad. You want to be very careful when cutting that out, or get a Dremel or some other Dremel-like tool. You can put it on a nice low setting and then just sort of carve that out. Just file it down basically, so you don't end up slicing the shoulder pads apart. A little bit of a bummer, but nothing super major. So now that we've seen these sprues, let's take a look at one of the models when it's assembled. So here's our Dark Legion hunting, sword and pistol dual wielding badass lady herself. You know, once together, I really dig this model. It's a really cool design. It's just getting it together is a bit of a pain. You can tell the waist is a bit wider than the actual torso bit there, so she's got kind of a gap. And again, that might just be me, but it just looks a little off. And then, I don't know if you can really see it on the camera, but the insides of her shoulder pads, just because of all that resin, are a little gunked up. But still, I really like this design, and it came out really cool. I just wish it wasn't so frail. I get that, okay, yeah, they're kind of a frail model because they're skinny, because they're true scale, and all that good stuff, but God, the amount of time it took just to build this one model was stressful. And while it came out looking great, and I look forward to having a whole squad of them done up and painted and all that jazz, like I said, I kind of dread putting a whole squad of 5 of these together, and I certainly, at this current point, don't really intend to buy more to run any big squads of these guys. They look awesome, but until I have better tools, I guess, it's just too much of a hassle. So yeah, that's the Etolis Mortant kit for Warzone Resurrection. Be sure to keep it here to Geek of Spades for more Warzone unboxings.